Have you ever wondered how to make AI voice more realistic? I'm going to give you 4 ways to make your AI voice sound more human, and number 3 is key to this whole thing. Now you'll want to stick around to the very end because I have a free gift for you that's going to help you make more in your next launch. First, you'll learn which AI voice creation tool is your best bet. That is only if you want to save time and use an affordable tool. Next, I'll go over the 4 ways you can make your AI voice sound more like you. We'll cover the most common mistakes I see people making that will 100% guarantee you sound like a robot. And then I'll give you your gift. Sound good? All right, so what is the secret tool that you're going to want to start using like immediately today by the end of this video? The tool is 11 Labs. This is by far my favorite AI tool to create AI generated voice that actually sounds like me. In fact, it sounds so much like me that when I shared it with my team, they couldn't tell the difference. Shared it with my mom, she couldn't tell the difference. It's really, really, really good. And no, this is not an affiliate link. I'm not getting paid for it. I just really like this tool. It's easy to use, it's affordable, it's easy to upload. And if you ever decide you don't want to use your AI voice, there are plenty of other AI voices to choose from in this tool. All right, now here's time for the 4 secrets that are going to help you not sound like a robot and actually make your AI voice sound more human. Because it doesn't matter how good the tool is if you're not following these 4 rules. Rule number 1, you have to know the purpose of your audio. If most of the audios you're wanting to create with this are presentations or workshops, it's gonna sound a little different than if you're doing a podcast episode. So first, decide what this is for. Presentation, podcast episode, private podcast, audiobook, sales pitch, training, Q&A. If you already know what you want to use your AI voice for, drop it in the comments and let me know. Rule number 2, prepare your audios ahead of time. Now you can create new audios if you want to. If you decide to do this, I would go into ChatGPT and say, I'm creating audios specifically for the purpose of presentations, training, whatever. I want you to outline it for me. And then once you have the outline, you can record your thoughts on it or record your presentation or even use old content you already have. The audios you choose should be in alignment with what you're using it for. So if you only want to use your AI voice for podcast episodes or private podcast episodes, the samples you're going to pull in are from previous podcast episodes that you've already done. Rule number 3, you're going to want to upload a lot of content, but the content should be no more than 5 to 10 minutes long. If you're choosing longer audios to sample, by the end of that sample, your voice is probably going to sound more tired and more monotone than it did at the beginning. And we want to have some consistency there. We want it to have inflection. We want it to sound exciting and energetic. Now, the exception here might be based on your audience. For example, if you're a funeral home that does podcast episodes for people that are dealing with loss, maybe you don't want to have a voice that's really energetic and really exciting. So you want to keep in mind who your audience is here. But in most cases, if you're not running a funeral home podcast, you want inflection, you want energy, you want excitement. So we want the audios to be no more than 5 to 10 minutes long, but you can upload 3 hours total. So we want lots of content from it to pull from. Don't just upload 1 or 2 5 to 10 minute audios. The more you can upload, the better. We just need them in shorter segments. One thing that I do to get these segments is I have a habit after I drop my kiddo off at school, I record a podcast episode that's 5 to 10 minutes long and upload that. Doing it this way, you could record a 10-minute podcast episode a day, and in less than a month, you're going to have everything that you need sample-wise to train your AI voice. A little bit every day goes a long way. Finally, and this is a really, really important rule, you want to use the professional voice cloning option. The instant voice cloning option will give you content in seconds, but it's just not very good. It's not looking through all of your content. It only allows you to upload a shorter amount of content. This is one of the reasons I don't recommend other AI tools that do voice cloning. They only let you allow a very short amount of audio. 11 Labs is unique in that it lets you upload a lot of content, AKA not trash. Now, if you don't want to sound like a robot, you want to pay attention to this next part. The biggest mistake I see people making when they're uploading content to use as samples is they're uploading content from when they were tired, when they were sick, when they just didn't sound like themselves. That's a mistake that I made too, and I sounded sick in all of my audios that I used until I made this change. Your voice should have emphasis, energy, and even a little bit more inflection than usual. So if you're not pulling from old samples, you want to record new samples. You want to record when you're well rested, when you're feeling good, and for a short period of time before your voice starts to get kind of monotone. Now, you remember that gift I told you about? I've spent the last 5 years of my life developing this. From my time in email marketing and launch copywriting to now my time in AI and really finessing prompts that work across the board for over 1,000 customers. I'm going to show you in this free training how you can use AI to write your content for your next launch so that it actually converts, it actually does well, and it doesn't sound robotic like ChatGPT. All you have to do to get this for free is click the link that comes with this video and you'll be able to finish your launch content in the next 2 hours. My name is Brittany Long. I'll see you in the workshop.